Hi, good news. I got accepted into the University of Sussex. Twice actually, for English literature and for the English with philosophy course. I have chosen the English literature one, but I'm still low-key really stoked that I got into both of the courses. And I want to make a video about it, mostly just for myself to look back on when I'm actually at Sussex, because right now I am in Belgium. These are the closets in my room with their decoration, and that's gonna go away, and I'm mostly excited, definitely, but also a healthy amount of scared, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, I do think that I'm going to miss it here sometime, specifically in this room here, because I'm going to be sharing not a room but a hallway with a bunch of other students. A little bit nervous about that, but yeah, I wanted to make a video kind of documenting how excited I am right now, because I'm so happy that I got in. I still have to take the ELTS test, which, you know, if I don't pass that test, I'm not technically in, but I'm really confident about the test, so I'm basically in. Like, the university has accepted me, and I'm just so happy about it. I kind of hadn't been expecting it. Like, I didn't think it was impossible. Like, I sent in my application with the idea of like I do have a shot at it, you know, like they might consider me, they might accept me, but I was nowhere near as confident about getting in as I am about, for example, passing this ELTS test. You know, like it was never a given for me, and alongside excitement, I'm also genuinely surprised. Like, I didn't, especially for both of the courses, especially so fast, because I didn't have to do an interview, which I don't know how common that is, but like most sources I looked at said that British universities always do interviews, and they didn't with me. They asked to, they looked at my personal statement, they asked to see some of my writing, so I sent them a short story and a poem, and then they just accepted me without any further communication. Like, I sent the email with my writing attached to it, and then I and then the next email I got was from UCAS telling me that I'd been accepted. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Um, like, it tells me that when at least somebody thinks that I'm qualified to go to university, even if I haven't totally convinced myself yet. And also they partly decide that based on my writing, so you know, it's a cool feeling. I haven't ever been published. I've gotten very little feedback at all because I can't find anyone who wants to read my writing in English here in Belgium. But you know, like, this is a type of feedback that's has a huge impact on my life, getting accepted into university, and it just feels really good. So yeah, I'm curious, because obviously the only things that I've seen are things that the university want me to see, apart from a couple of vlogs on YouTube, but I don't think those are super representative either. So I have a hard time realistically imagining what it's actually going to be there, to live there, to sleep there, to eat there, to study there, to talk to the people there. All of the people I met at the open day were lovely. Or the people affiliated with the university were, at least, but they are chosen representative, you know, like, they were all volunteers, so obviously their experience at the university has been good, and that's probably not a universal thing. And of course, because I'm me, I am overthinking that. And it's making me a bit anxious, but not anxious in a I don't want to go away, or even anxious in a I don't really want to go away, or like I'm scared to go. I'm not scared to go. I'm much more scared to stay here, you know? Like I'm privileged, whatever. I'm good, you know, like this room is you. I have money, I have food, everything. But I still really want to go, you know, like this place isn't where I want to spend the rest of my life. I want to be an author in English, and people here speak English, but I'm not gonna get an English book sold here, regardless of quality. And I really like the university. Really hate what my hair is doing right now, but that's irrelevant. And I really, you know, I've always wanted to study abroad. Like the choice wasn't between university here or university in England so much as it was in between university in America or North America or university in the UK. You know, like staying here. I tried it. I actually studied at the university, the KU Leuven, here for a couple of months, but it just didn't really work out, and I really don't think it was because of university in general. I do think it had a lot to do with me being here, still living with my parents, that kind of stuff. Although of course I'm not sure, and this is again where the anxiety kicks in, but this video is mostly to document my excitement, which is definitely overshadowing everything else. So a couple of the things that I'm looking forward to at Sussex is one, just everybody speaks English. Like even just driving there, this may sound like really childish or something like that, but I just saw the street signs in English and it's like English, like not even, you don't have to go a couple of rows down to see the English language translation. It's all in English, you know, and I just love the language so much. I'm studying English literature, not English linguistics, but I'm still so excited about the language itself, and people were speaking it. Look, I think I heard one international student, I don't know what language it was, but it wasn't English, but everybody else was speaking English. And I mean, even the international student, they were talking to their parents when they're studying there, they're probably also gonna talk English. Everything's in English. It's a university in England. Which sounds, again, this sounds stupid, but I'm so pumped about it. I'm really excited about it. Did I say that? I may be using American expressions. That's something that I'm gonna have to work on a bit. But I'm sure that'll come naturally if I just, you know, am surrounded by British English. I'm really happy about that one. It's kind of a huge deal to me. Don't really like Dutch all that much. Yeah, and I'm also like the LGBT society at Sussex was really a quite prominent part of the open day, like without me seeking it out. I would have if it hadn't been so prominent, but like it was, I really got the impression that almost everybody was confronted with the LGBT society. Like they had this youth table. I think they were the only society that had a youth table. They're very much advertised at Sussex, and I'm curious to see how that translates to like the daily life experience as a queer person there. But it's still like really cool to see, you know, and it gives me a lot of hope. And I don't even know if I'm going to join it, because like there are so many societies and they're all like super interesting, so I might just go to like one or two meetings and not really make it a regular thing, but just its existence and its prominence there are really reassuring, and I'm really excited about that. Makes me happy. Then another thing, I mean, the societies are kind of new for me. They are like they seem really open and like a good opportunity to make friends, which is part of why I want to go to university. So yeah, I definitely want to check out the societies. And then another one is that the library is like, no matter which housing I end up on, first years are always on campus, so it's just a couple of minutes away and it is open 24/7. Which, again, I'm studying English literature, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in the library, and I probably won't always be happy being there, especially during exams, gotta be realistic about that. But overall, a 27 library, a 24/7 library minutes away from me is so exciting. I cannot wait to just roll away in there. uh, yeah, we'll see how that goes, how much time I actually spend in there. Because again, I do want to be social, but when I'm not being social, I predict that I will be very easily found at the library. Then another thing is the student support unit. Again, kind of the same as like the LGBT society, they were very prominent. Like I didn't have to click to 10,000 links on the website to see this very tiny head of like, if you may be experiencing mental problems, you can call this number and we'll see how we may be able to help you. Like, no, it was just an accepted part of the university, and it was, I mean, I got the impression that it was very inclusive of all kinds of problems, like not even just the diagnosed one, the very dramatic one. It felt very helpful, which, you know, when I'm going to the UK, I am kind of not, I'm not totally cutting off my support system here in Belgium, but like I kind of am, you know? So it's reassuring to know that if something goes wrong, I do have more faith in this support system in Sussex, at Sussex, than I usually do in these kind of things, because usually they're quite garbage. But this one seems very respectable. Then, of course, the primary thing that I'm excited about are the courses. And this kind of ties in, of course, with the all surrounded by English language thing, but not only am I going to be surrounded by it in a casual context, I get to study it. Well, again, literature, not linguistics, but I get to read these books and actually, I mean, I already think about them, but I get to, my opinions can be heard and criticized and they can evolve. I'm going to learn how to express them better, probably. And you know, I really look forward to actually discussing these things, because that's something that I can't really do here. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, Belgians are illiterate idiots. Like that's not true, but it's not a super common thing to talk about books. You know, I don't really think it is anywhere, but in the context of an English literature degree at university, it probably is. I mean, I haven't gone to Sussex yet again, but I suspect that I will be talking about books in English, which is really great. Talking about it, writing about it, listening to people talk about it. Again, I'm also just, yeah, like I have opinions about these things, you know, and I want to hear other people's opinions and I want to hear them criticize my opinions, and I want to be able to talk to them about theirs. And it's just, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Like, I don't know how much actual dialogue there's going to be, but it's gonna be more than here, that's for sure. Yeah, this video is 30 minutes long, and I mean, I've gone through the main points, but yeah, I'm just really excited to go, and I want to make this so that I just look back at it and kind of remember the joy that I felt at receiving these. Is there personal information? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I was okay showing that to the camera. Yeah. That's it for this video. I'm gonna leave it public, I think, but it's really just for me. If you're watching this, I don't know. Just know that I'm really excited to go. Yeah. Bye.